All right, so I figured it out and got things kind of back up and going. Actually, got to turn the turbines back on today. Try to get this sorted out faster, but it's last couple of weeks have been busy. But this is what we've got. Okay, so this battery was originally here. Whenever I was setting this stuff up to begin with, whenever I was diagnosing things, I was getting a negative voltage on this one, like the polarity had been switched. I ended up pulling that battery off and replacing it with this battery. But then after, that didn't fix anything. That actually started showing me a negative voltage on this battery. I put this battery on the charger for a while, and after a couple days, it was back up to holding 6.5 volts and sitting there. So there wasn't anything wrong with this battery per se. I ended up having to take this entire half of my battery bank apart and checking each individual battery out. And it turned out that this battery, which was originally the one in the back, this battery has a dead short on the inside. It is completely shorted out. And I don't know if I can do anything about that. It is what it is. It was a cheap battery, so I'm not heartbroken over it. And I have 3 more over there, which I can replace it with. So I'm good for a little while. All right, so here's the thing. Is that after getting this set up, I still had a really heavy draw on the bank. Like there was still something shorted out. Everything was turned off. Everything was disconnected. So it shouldn't have been happening. As it turned out, whenever I started really digging into stuff, this, excuse me, that inverter is shorted out on the inside. And I don't know how it happened. I haven't gotten around to taking the inverter apart to see what's broken, but I had to disconnect that inverter to get everything to even out. Everything's still off. I am just letting, stuff charge for a little bit. Well, actually, I had those relays still turned on, but the inverters are all turned off. I am going to have to, what I think happened is that inverter failed. It shorted something, and that tanked the battery bank. And putting that heavy a draw on the battery bank, putting a short on the battery bank, fried that battery. And whenever that all happened, it also took out my switch over here, because this switch still has not come back. I think that the switch is completely dead. So I am going to have to make a new switch and then tune that. And yeah, so we're probably still going to be dead in the water for a couple of weeks until I figure out exactly how to handle that. I'm going to try and spend a little bit of time over the next couple of weeks reevaluating how I've got this set up, because I would like to I've got this inverter back to where it's working. So I want to get it set up in a way to where I can still, use it normally, and then use these as well. I'm not really sure yet how to pull that off, especially since all of these work at 22 to 50 volts, except for that one was 45 volts. So I can't run them on a 48 volt bank. I really can't run any of those on a 48 volt bank. I'm not really sure how exactly I will make it work. But I think that I need to find a way to make it work. I can make that inverter work off of a 48 volt bank. We'll see. I wish I had a decent way to work off of the battery voltage that was reliable. I've tried using relays to run a load off of the batteries going into my inverters, and what I found by doing that was it was a great way to burn up relays. But anyway, that's something I'll be working on over the next couple of weeks. Just wanted to update this. Showed that it is up and working again. And it's fun to see my turbines spinning again. And yeah. So those of you in the U.S. who have had the holidays over the last couple of days, I hope y'all had a happy Thanksgiving. Everybody else, I hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful life, and thanks for watching. And yeah, have a nice day.